Welcome everyone. We're at the first recipe for smoothies with recipes for Coach Charles. So Coach, I've been dying to see how you make your smoothies. You've been telling me about it for a long time, so now I want to see it.
Well, I'm glad we finally have a chance, Steve. You want to put your fruit and any liquid on the bottom and then add your ice and such on top. It'll just blend better. So this is my trusty blend tech. I've used it over 1,800 times. Feed my entire family of 5 for breakfast. Anybody else who's coming to visit as well. So we want to have like 4 or 5 strawberries. Throw those in there.
So I noticed you put tops and all in there, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So you know, you get green vegetation. If you think about our ancestors, they probably didn't pop that off. They just went ahead and ate it. They didn't know any difference.
Right.
Yeah. They didn't have somebody tell them, oh, that doesn't taste good. They were hungry. So you get some green in there. And then I put in half of a banana. So this one's got some kind of funny thing at the top, so I'll just kind of wipe that off because I don't really like that stuff. Throw that in there. Got my towel right here. And then I go with grapes. So my wife bought these black and red grapes. If the Globe grapes are in season or if they're inexpensive, then we'll get those. Globe grapes have the seeds in them, so all those benefits of grape seed extract, just go ahead and grind up the seeds. Okay, so we get about a handful.
So when you do that, can you actually feel the seeds in the smoothie, or?
No.
No. So
not with this blend tech. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And then we go with a few pineapple chunks. Okay, so these are frozen. Help it give it a little more smoothie consistency. Yep, that's enough. Okay, so all of this is going to be your complex carbohydrates. And so we want a third complex carbohydrates, a third protein, a third fats. So now we're going to go with the Sea Point Farms dry roasted edamame. And we have previously ground this up. You can look at that segment separately to see exactly how we did that. But essentially you just throw your lightly salted edamame into the blender and turn it on until you get down to this very smooth consistency of powder. So 1 serving of this is 2 scoops. Just throw those in there.
2 scoops in there. What is that if you don't have your scoop? How much is that?
Ah, that's right. So what I did to find out how 1 serving is 30 grams of dry roasted edamame. I have a small kitchen scale. Looks like this. Got it from Target. And I literally weighed out the powder until I found out how much was in each one of these scoops. And I got this scoop from an old protein jar. Okay, so it turns out that this holds 15 grams of ground edamame, so I just put in 2 scoops to get the 30 grams. Okay, if you're really feeling famished in the morning, add another scoop, so like a 3rd scoop and maybe even a 4th scoop, especially if you're a real big guy. You might go ahead and use 4 scoops of that to get 60 grams. Alright, now we need some flaxseed oil, which is going to give us our omega-3s and the fat content for the breakfast. So 1 tablespoon, and this is available from Trader Joe's, or it's Trader Darwin's, Organic Flax Oil with ligands. And it's got 7 grams of omega-3 per serving, which is quite a bit. Fill that up.
Looks like oil.
Uh-huh. And drop that in there. Now, if you don't have a professional grade blender, you may want to go ahead and start blending up at this point and add a little bit of water. I don't need to add water all the time with mine, but you might want to add just a little bit of water for all that powder to absorb.
You need a little more water.
Looks like we need a little more water. Okay. Again, I don't necessarily need to do that with the Blend Tech, but with most blenders at home, you want to get a really good liquid form before you throw in your ice. Now you can put in the ice and water to your taste, and I found over the years that amount of ice, about, so if you fill the glass up like that and you use about half of it per person, that works out pretty well. And then I hit this ice cream button over here. And it's going to grind it all down to a smoothie consistency. Okay, so this is for one. And if you were making for two, you would just double up on all the ingredients and so on. So this turns out to be around 2 cups on the container. Pull that out. Steve, I'll let you try some here.
Smells awesome. Coach, cheers.
Cheers.
That is fantastic.
Now, what's the benefit of this? Everybody's always asking me, what can I do real fast for breakfast? And I have to be able to eat it in my car on the way to work, or I'm just going to skip breakfast. So we don't want you skipping breakfast. So what we just demonstrated here is if you have your fruits washed, say Sunday night you wash all of your fruits, and once a month you make your powder. So all that'll take a few minutes. And then you just run into the fridge, grab your fruits out, grab your powder, grab your fat, and you're done.
Flax oil sounds so much better than fat.
Yeah, but we need fat.
But we need fat.
We need fat. Everybody thinks we have to get rid of the fat.
Yeah.
If I lose the fat, I'll lose weight. Well, I thought that for years, and I didn't lose any weight. I only got bigger and bigger. So, you got your complex carbohydrates, you got your proteins, and you got your fats. And by the time you get to work, it'll all be done.
And you have a fantastic, fantastic smoothie.
It's good.
It's really good.